morning. How is everyone today? I feel good. I feel excited to be here. I feel grateful for you, for all of you. And wait till a few people hop on. But for those that watch this a little bit later, good for you that you're taking time to water your roots. Yeah, these birds, this owl. You guys hear them? They're out this morning. They're doing life. So, it's Friday. Can y'all believe how quick the week goes? Man, I don't know if it goes faster than it used to. Obviously, it's perception, but I feel like the week is going so fast. Or maybe it's because I'm less capable of keeping track of the days. Do you guys find the same thing? That during this time, for those of you maybe that are home or definitely have a different schedule, are you finding that sometimes you don't know what day it is? That's what I feel like. I feel like some days I don't know what day it is. But I think it's Friday. And so if I'm wrong, somebody please tell me if I'm way off. Today's awesome mug, beast. You know, some days we got a beast mode, right? But I hope that, good morning y'all, but I hope that y'all are doing really, really well. And I hope you're enjoying your time. I am. I was talking with a few clients about this, that this is the coolest gift ever. You're talking about the virus, so to speak. That's not a great gift in and of itself. What I'm talking about is what it creates. It creates this challenge. It creates this discomfort. It's like a stick in your side, but it makes you move because it's uncomfortable. And I think in life, sometimes we get too complacent and we get too comfortable. Hello, bird. And then we just kind of coast. And we're not really doing anything to challenge ourselves. And I often relate things to athletics because I spent a lot of my years playing sports. But one of the things that I think about is when I used to play basketball, and I played on and off all the way up through junior college. And I remember thinking so many times, even when I was really young, that my coach, we would have practice. You'd have practice with your team. You'd have your strength and training, days, all of these things. And what were you doing beyond just the minimum? And even if the minimum, which for us at that time was at least 3 hours a day, which is a lot, what were you doing beyond the minimum? Now, had I known then what I know now, right? How many times in our life will we say that? I'm sure I would have done even more. But I remember being young and knowing that my team had practice that day. But if I really wanted to be better than what my minimum capability was, or maybe even to improve beyond what most everybody else was doing, I had to do more. So I was outside in my driveway shooting hoops till my mom would yell at me to come in for dinner, and I'd beg for 5 more minutes, and then I'd get 5 more minutes, and then she'd come out and tell me, and I'd ask for 5 more. But I just remember having this mentality back then that I had to do more than what everybody else was doing. Of course, I think then it was associated with a competitive mentality. Now, doing more than what everybody else is doing isn't backed by the concept that I had to beat or have to beat anyone else. But I think it's more in competition with myself. Am I doing better? Am I working harder? And this is that time. This is that time that gets us out of our complacency. What am I doing to be better? Holy smokes. How many of us have had this much time in a long time, if ever? And I know some of you are still working, and my heart goes out to you, and especially those working in the medical field. And I see Kathy on here, so because I know you do, I love you. Thank you for what you do, and for all of those on the front lines putting themselves in harm's way to really support and help us as a community, as a people, as a nation, as a world, as a species. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And I remember just needing to use time to be better. Are you using this time to be better? This is incredible to have this much time. And to be better doesn't mean we have to do a gajillion things. Have you guys realized that? Have you found that? That maybe the tendency in our brain is to do, to go do, to do more, to get a lot done. I've slowed way down. How about you guys? Have you slowed way down too? And it feels so good to just slow down. You know, beauty always comes out of these challenging circumstances. And I think we know that. I think history tells us that. But I bet you if you looked back in your life, just like when I look back in mine, I can see all of the moments where I was up against challenge. And in those moments, we get really tunnel visioned and we think, when is this ever going to end? And it's so hard. And then we're on the other side of it. And then many years later, we look back and we kind of wonder why it was such a big deal. Because we got so small in our mind inside of that challenge. And I think right now, knowing what I know now, is a time for all of us to expand, to really open up, to do this work in here, to do this work in here. And really use this time to be better. I am so deeply, deeply thankful for this time. I actually had a client call me, I think it was yesterday, like I said. I can't keep track of what day it is sometimes. It might have been yesterday or the day before. I think it was yesterday. And she was sharing how she wanted to call and just celebrate. She goes, I am overflowing with gratitude. I'm like, I'm with ya. And she goes, but you know what's crazy is I can't share this with everyone right now because not everybody is in that space. And I said, that's okay. And she goes, I know, but it's crazy. Like, I'm so excited and I'm so thankful. Like, I'm getting to do so many things that feel so good. And I said, I know. And we just kind of celebrated and talked about our wins every single day and how we were growing and stretching. And it was so wonderful to hear. And I always want to be sensitive and reverent to those who struggle in these times, because I know it's challenging and I know that all of our details are different. Everybody's got different things going on in their world, different things to worry about or not, because it's a choice. It's a choice. If you didn't know, it's a choice. So everybody's got different things on their mind. Let's put it like that. And I want to be mindful and respectful that everybody's going through different things. And if you know me, I'm always going to be honest. And so the honest truth is, no matter what it is, no matter what your details are, you have a choice. You get to choose what you're going to do about them. You get to choose what you're going to do with them. And I hope you choose to grow. And I hope we choose to connect and support. If you're struggling, dive in and connect with people. Connect with people. Tell people, this is hard for me. You know, no judgment. For those of us enjoying this time and really celebrating this time, those are the moments we hold space. I use a saying, and I'll share this with you lastly before we start our breathwork and meditation, with all of my clients and students. Celebrate every win, hold space in sorrow. Celebrate every win, hold space in sorrow. What does that mean, Coach? Celebrate every win. Whenever anyone is going through anything that feels like a win, that feels good, that feels like success, celebrate with them. Sometimes we have to see past our own ego, but celebrate. Celebrate every single small, medium, large, massive win. Hold space in sorrow. When people struggle, you don't have to struggle too. You don't have to dip down to a frequency or choose an emotion that's negative just to be understanding and compassionate. But you can hold space. Hold your ground. In the energy you have. For example, I'm feeling really grateful these days. Very grateful. I had some tougher days earlier this week. I had to feel through some things. But I'm feeling really grateful. And not everybody is. And so how can I hold space? I can stay grateful. I can listen. I can be understanding. And I'm going to stay at this frequency. Because if somebody is in a negative emotion and therefore a lower frequency, I don't want to sink down to their level. I want to stay here and invite them up. And an invitation doesn't always mean, hey, stop feeling that way. Get up here on my level. An invitation to this space while you hold space might just be your presence with the energy that you have. So celebrate every win, hold space in sorrow. That is just as true, if not more true today for all of us. So with my beast mode mug today and my pumpkin tea, let's do some breath work and meditation. So I hope you find a space that you can feel grounded and focused. And I see all the hearts. Thank you all. I love you, love you, love you. And I hope you can take this time to really go inward. Again, as I did yesterday, I shared a bit about there's so many different kinds of meditation. This meditation that I lead each and every day is similar to what might be a Vipassana. It comes from the East, and it is intended to gain and improve our awareness. Meditation doesn't have to be about tuning everything out of your mind and you have no distractions and you hear nothing else. If you can do that, awesome. I'm not there yet. And it takes a lot of practice with meditation. So I say that because I want you to be patient with yourself with this practice. But keep practicing. Keep doing it. Meditate every single day. So for us today, what I want you to really tune into is what's coming into your awareness. What are you becoming aware of as we go through this guided process? And just be an observer of your thoughts. It's in our awareness, the things that we become aware of, that we are able to, hearts, love you all, that we are able to create change. But we must first become aware. So let's use this time to really become aware of what comes up. And know that that is the practice, your awareness. It happens when we increase our awareness in every single day. Then we start catching on to the thought patterns and the process that happens in our mind. And that is the engine running our show. So this is where we want to create awareness, knowledge, and the ability to change. So as always with our breath, and today, normally I have you do 4 seconds in, 4 seconds on the exhale. Today, let's focus on 6. Let's do a little bit of deeper breathing. Let's expand a little bit more. Let's invite more oxygen in. Let's bring those stress levels down and really bring the body into a higher frequency, bring the body into a more relaxed state. There, we can have more clarity and focus. So if you need to place your hand on your belly, that's okay too, but we're breathing deeply into the diaphragm. And remember, 6 counts today. 6 counts expansion, and then 6 count exhale. Remember when you're breathing, not to do this. Sometimes when people breathe for longer breaths, they shrug. Stay relaxed, okay? Do your best to expand in the belly, in the chest, and then exhale, and we're gonna do 6 count. 6 in, and 6 on the exhale. And we're just gonna focus on our breath right now. So whatever position feels good to you, as always, I like to stay open palmed. It's a receptive position. So let's breathe deeply in. And exhale. We're going to breathe deeply in, 6 count in. Exhale. Again, deeply in. And exhale. Doing great. Really breathing deeply in. Expand the belly, expand the chest. Just become present to your breath right now. Good. Breathe deeply in. Full 6 seconds in. Full 6 seconds on the exhale. Very good. Inviting in oxygen and life to the body. Inviting in health and wellness. Exhaling, letting go of any fear, any concern we might have in this time. Let's take one more big deep breath in. relaxing in. As always, we start with a body scan. It just helps us become more in tune with what we're feeling within our body, which is always an indicator of what's happening in our mind. The body follows the mind. Let's tune into your body, starting at the top of your head. As you breathe normally, remember to do your best to breathe diaphragmatically, continuing to invite more oxygen into the body with every breath. Releasing any tension, stress, worry from your head. Remember, this is a practice. We get better the more we practice. Now moving down into your neck and your shoulders, releasing the tension. What are you carrying that is not yours to carry? Are you carrying concern for others? Are you worrying about things that are outside of your control? That's not yours to carry either. Release and let that go. Relax the arms at your side. Move into the chest. Has your breathing been shallow because you're feeling more fear? As you breathe in, open up your heart, or maybe notice if it's challenging to, and get curious about why. How much can we expand our heart in this time? As we move down your body into your stomach, are you nourishing yourself? Are you taking care of yourself? How are your organs working for you? See them healthy and well. Breathe deeply in and let go of any unwanted feeling or energy there. Moving down into your hips. Now, root chakra. Here often we carry pain from the past, trauma, wounds. What I love about sitting is I can visually release anything from my root chakra right into the ground. The earth has a way of taking things and making it new. It's a good time to release what you no longer need and let it go. Tune in with your legs, any tension, any soreness. Let's welcome in healthy joints, the ability to move. So as we become aware of how our body feels as an indicator of where our mind is at, if you're always having aches and pains in your body, if you're always having problems happen in your body, there is an indicator that there is a belief somewhere in your mind that is allowing your body to fall apart in some ways. We can change that, thankfully. We can keep ourselves well. So today, as we have another day, an incredible gift, Let's just take a moment to find what we're most grateful for throughout this week. Focus in on what has felt really good this week. Have you done some things differently maybe that you haven't done in a while that have felt really good? Have you been connecting with people in new and different ways and had fun with the idea of that? Or maybe you need to do more of that because that would feel really good. Are you celebrating yourself right now in your life? What you do have, how far you have come, or even that you're sitting here right now, watering your roots, validating yourself. We all deeply ache to be seen and to be heard. And we must first do this for ourselves so that we are not constantly looking everywhere else. This is a time where we come to know our own worth. Maybe even in a bigger way than ever before, because we can't lean on the same things we've been leaning on to know our worth. If you're working less, if you're making less money, are you worth less? No. Give yourself more love. To truly shine, we must know our worth. You cannot share your gifts without acknowledging them. Fine-tuning them, having gratitude for them. Is this a time to hide, or is this a time to shine brighter? And how do you define shining brighter? Is that a knob control within yourself, or does it depend upon external factors? How do we make the world brighter? What happens when we all turn on this light within and we begin to expand it and turn it up? Collectively, we create a much bigger shine. How do you turn the light on within? How are you feeling called, feeling moved to be brighter right now? What can you do to turn up your light? For a moment, focus on the ways in which, starting today, you're going to turn that light on and keep it on. Maybe all the reasons and the excuses start to come in. It's okay. Give yourself grace. Make a decision. I'm not going to choose to hide my light in fear. I'm going to choose to turn my light on today and turn it up. How do you turn that light on? What does that mean for you? How do you turn it up? How can I be a brighter light? When you turn a light on in a room and you leave the room and you go into a completely different room, you can still see that light is on. You don't have to be in the same room as others to impact our space with light. We see more clearly with the light on. We are impacting our own space and that of this world by choosing to be a light and to turn it up. What truth can you tell yourself that would align with your ability to be a light today? I am. What are you? I am. Tell yourself the truth that would allow you and align with being a light today. Just be aware of how that feels. I am grateful. I am creative. I am mindful. I am caring. I am joyful. I am filled with laughter. I am overflowing with love. And what else are you? I am. Breathe deeply in. Today, just focus on today. Just focus on right now. How can you be a light today? How can you turn that light up? What are you going to do or be today to be bright? And maybe if it's been challenging, that's okay. Can you do one thing? Can you choose to be one thing? And if you have an abundance of light within your soul in this time, how can you choose to shine it on others, and maybe others who are challenged right now, in a very loving and compassionate way? Choose gratitude in this moment and find at least one thing, one person, one something about your world that you are so grateful for right now. And as we breathe deeply in, 6 seconds fully in, and we exhale for 6. Let's choose that gratitude. Let's be thankful. Let's allow it to fill us up a bit. Deeply in, full 6 seconds. Expand your diaphragm, expand your chest. And exhale for the same. Maybe it just feels good to breathe. Breathe deeply in. And exhale fully. How are you all feeling? I feel so good. How about you? How was this time for you? Tell me how you're feeling. And I would love to know. I would love to know. How are you turning on your light today? What are you doing? And what are you doing to expand it and make it bigger? I see you. Thumbs up and hearts. Love you. What are you doing to turn your light on today? Do you notice that coming from this space, taking time to tune in, how much better we operate in a day? And the more of us doing this, the more of us turning on this light, the more of us turning it up, we're going to spread it. You guys have heard the phrase, I'm sure, misery loves company. Everybody with every type of energy loves company. If you love, if you're full of it, don't you want more company like that? Yeah. The point is, the more of this type of energy and intentionality we create, the more we spread it. This is how we elevate the masses. This is how we support each other. We do it here first. Here first. Let's elevate our frequency and our energy so as to spread it to other people. This is one way. This is one thing I do, is my daily practice of meditation, to turn my light on every single day. It grounds me, it gets me focused, and it helps me to be super intentional in my day. And this is one thing I do to support and help you. I turn my light on. If I turn my light on and I crank that sucker up each and every day, the more people I connect with, whether it's on here or anywhere, are going to feel that. And they're going to go, I think I need to turn mine up too. Yeah, I love it too, Paul. How will you shine that light brighter today? So good. Tell me how. Jeff, this is becoming a fantastic centering and grounding activity to start our day. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Bree. You are amazing. My goodness, Jeff, with my whole heart, thank you. And something really powerful. I am just your reflection. Thank you. Thank you for showing up and being here for me too. We are making our world a better space. I so deeply appreciate you all. I'm happy to be able to do this each and every day. What else? What are you all doing to turn your light on today? What are you going to do to turn that light on today? I would love to hear. Meditation with you each morning. Heck yes, Paul. I love it, brother. I love it. And you know, too, I don't know if y'all saw, but I'm adding weekends, too, because I just love, it's so funny, I just saw that. Yes, we can do it on weekends, too. I just added 10 a.m., a little later on the weekends. Sometimes I'm doing different things to support, whether it's working with medicine and things, and so I can't do it quite as early. But I'm going to do 10 a.m. on the weekends, and I hope that's a time that works out for everybody. I'm certainly open to shifting if we kind of find that we need a different time. But yes, every day I'm going to be here with you, for you, next to you, in front of you, every day, because I love it too, and it's so good for me too. What else? Well, I love you, Catherine. I love you too. Is that to me? Are you telling me? What are you doing today beautiful team of amazing people in the world that we all get to connect with, which I love so much. What are you doing today to turn your light on? What else? What are you doing to turn it up? Maybe your light's already on. Maybe you're like, yo, coach, I've been on. I am turned on. I feel good. Okay, great. What are you doing to turn it up? Can we do better? I think we can. Working on our wellness center. Yes, Merritt, so good. I love that. I can't wait. I can't wait to learn more about it. Good. We need it. Our world needs it. Our world needs more people connected to and committed to providing opportunity to help us grow. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you both. I love that so much. Something else I would love to invite you all to do is to share this with others and to invite other people in. How cool. I had this really, really amazing vision in my meditation, because sometimes I do. With all this beautiful time I have, I really love it. And so I'll come out in the day and be out here outside. I just love it so much. I had a really, really beautiful, powerful vision of people all over the world doing this. How freaking cool would that be, to be so connected with so many people? That would be amazing. So I'm going to hold that vision. Maybe you can too, and maybe we can get more and more people committed to doing this every day, no matter where they're at. Paul says, today I'm going to read 30 minutes from a good book, and I'm going to listen to Les Brown and Eric Thomas talking about greatness and becoming the best version of you. Yes, I love that. Water those roots. Every time people tell me wonderful things that they're doing for themselves that feel good to them, I just see these cans of water being poured into their beautiful roots, and then your roots just soaking it up. This really awesome lady named Anne-Marie Farrell, that's my mom, says, I'ma love you. Have a beautimous day. I love you too, Mom. I hope you have the best day ever. I hope all of you do. I hope all of you turn your light on, and if it's already on, I hope you crank it up. This world needs it, and remember, it can be seen and it can be felt all over. The same way sometimes you have a thought about a person and bing, your phone rings. We are constantly transmitting every single day, all day. So what are you going to transmit today? Turn that light on and transmit that light. Catherine says, I'm going to continue to love myself, give myself grace, and keep pouring knowledge into my roots. Beautiful. And what I would say to you, Catherine, and anyone who shares a similar thing is get specific. Know exactly what you're going to do. I happen to know exactly what she's going to do because she lives with me, so I know. But get specific in your world for you. What are you going to do specifically? If you say, yeah, I'm going to turn my light on today, know how, so you know what steps to take. Knowledge doesn't become power until you take action. Application is power. So applying what you become aware of and what you learn in this time is what creates that strength and that power for you. I hope you have an amazing day today. I am so, so grateful for each and every one of you, for those of you that were here this morning, and for those of you that turn this on later and take the time. I'm grateful for you too. You matter, you're important, and I am deeply grateful for your reflection and your frequency each and every day. So I love you all. I hope you have the best day ever, and I will see you all tomorrow at 10 a.m. I cannot wait. Love you. Know your worth.